Hey everyone, Frankie Day here. Okay guys, tonight's video is build report number 1 of my REVEL 1/72 scale GATO class submarine USS DRUM. Okay fellas, was taken from the last video of the inbox review I done on her. And so I've been working on this a couple days. We got the hull all together and primed. And with the exception of the deck, there's a couple more imperfections need to be filled on this hull before doing more priming on it. And next, while I'm adding a little more primer here and there, a little bit of filler, and let it dry. During its drying session, I'm going to go ahead and assemble the deck. The deck is composed of 3 pieces. And the hull is composed of 3 sections. You got bow section, stern section, joined into the middle sections, similar to that of the Matchbox Flower class Corvette. And so far the kit goes together quite well, quite easy. It's big, it's very massive. I'll tell you fellas, you got to have a lot of room to build this thing. As you can see behind me over here, I made a little table, a little makeshift table like that I can extend so I can be able to work on this and work on the details without busting something, because it's massive length, 52 inches. So far I got about 35 parts so far have been submitted and built on this kit right now. And it's very highly detailed. The bow planes function, and as of the real one, and it's a beautiful looking boat when it gets done, folks. So it's going to be a fast build, because ain't that much to a pig boat. And so most of the time is going to come in the painting. Since this thing is 62 inches long, I'm going to have to go to a hardware store and buy some pint tins of paint and mix my own colors using my color charts that I have stuffed away here. And with those right there, I could be able to make enough paint, more than enough paint I need for this kit, and what's left I can bottle up and save for another kit. And that'll be that, I guess. So we'll go ahead and zoom in a little bit. We'll take a close-up and show you how much I got done on it, guys. Okay, as you can see right here, starting from the bow, I've got the bow all together, all primed. The bow comes, like I told you during the inbox review, you had 2 forward sections, 2 aft sections. What I like about this kit, fellas, is these diving planes. How they fold in, exactly like how the real one does. When you have emergency dive, prepare to dive, they just lower the dive planes in position, and they set them to a different depth, however you want to set them. And the GATO class is a pretty good sized boat, guys. It's 311 feet long, and it's about a little more bigger than a football field, so you can imagine how big it is. And it has a crush depth of 700 feet. Any more than 700 feet, she'll have a pressure hull fracture, and she's in the clutches of the frontier of the ocean. And we all know what that means: death and implosion. And the GATO class sub, they made, I don't know how many examples they made during the war, but they were actually modified to the guppy class during the Cold War campaign. Then all electric boats were actually scuttled and nuclear boats came in view. This kit here, the USS DRUM, is a typical 1943 GATO class type submarine. And it has a crew of 42 men. And it's a pretty good electric boat for its day. And we'll go aft a little bit to show you how much I got done on aft on it. And I'll set this camera a little more, fellas, so we can swing around a little bit to get my mug out of the way. You can see the propeller shafts and the screws aft. Let me zoom in a little more here, get my mug out of the way. There's a deck right there, and there's the screws, as you can see. Right over here, fellas, I gotta put some more filler in this portion right here. It's pretty straight and even, but I always use one of these spatulas right here. This is a spatula it's used for more or less for artistry. So you do like Gary Baker does, put a little bit of putty on there and you smooth it out with the plastic. Pretty soon it's smoothed out, then you go ahead and sand it with your sanding stick of choice here, and prime and check for imperfections. So it's not very bad there, fellas, but it won't take that much. I just take just a little dab on this area here, because there was a couple fit issues back here. Anybody's got this kit in stock in your stash and you like to build this, you'll run the same problem I did. Somehow there's an overlap right here of a fit issue right there. So what you got to do is you got to make sure this aft section is completely centered with the keel, also the top section of the stern section, and make sure that it's flat and smooth all around. With that little lip up here, you can take a nice file and just keep sanding back and forth till it's eliminated, and sprinkle a little bit of your super glue on it, which is a good filling agent. When it starts to dry, and sand back over again, along with the sanding of the glue and the plastic, you'll fill it in, and that'll be okay. So pretty much in this case, that's what I'll do here. Not using any more Bondo, which I always use. The hull goes together quite nicely, and hull goes together quite well, fellas. And the kit's very easy to build. It don't take that much to build it. It just takes a lot of space to store it because of the size. It's a pretty large scale, fellas, and you can see it right there. And they give you a 3-piece deck right here. Let me zoom this out more, guys, so you guys can see it here. Okay, they give you the bow section here, the center section, the bow here. It fits like this. You get your center section, fits up like this, and lastly, you have your aft section that fits aft. So there's a trick to this. Instead of gluing the foredeck first and the center section and lastly the aft section, what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay all 3 sections of this deck on a flat surface using ACC glue or super glue, and glue the edges together to make sure they're really flat and flush, especially on the deck side. So you don't want to make sure that seam is eliminated, because there's a lot of detail on this here deck, and you don't want to sand that down detail off of this deck. It's a beautiful model. So the trick is to get it as flush as you can, and once it's flush and very smooth, it looks pretty much it's there. A couple coats of primer will fill that gap in a little bit. And of course, when you add your black, it'd be like magic. There used to be a seam, but ain't there no more. So that's a tip and a trick on this here. So trick is make sure the whole deck is completely together in its entirety, then place it on your model. Then you can rubber band or tape it down and use ACC glue on it and make sure it's good and tight. And for a model this big, it's got to have strength. It's got to have a lot more better glue than using this. Tamiya, this is my favorite glue right here. A lot of you guys got this on your workbench. It's a highly recommended glue, and I love using it. But on something this big and this size and the beefiness of the plastic, it's going to take a little more oomph than it comes out of that little bottle right there. So that's when this comes into play. And always put a respirator on, fellas, and put some glasses on when you're handling this stuff, because this stuff here can really ruin a man. You can have respiratory problems. Eventually, you even go blind. Yes, it's called cyanide poisoning, so you got to be very careful with that stuff. And use protective eye gear and your gloves on your hands and respirator. Same thing to your painting. You gotta protect your wind bags. You don't want them looking like a saddlebag. Okay, guys. I'm gonna be pretty much on this tomorrow. I'm gonna get the deck all done. My goal for tomorrow on this is get the deck on top of here and get it secure and get it filled with putty, which is gonna need a little bit of putty in this area right in here. It's gonna take a little bit of filler, and once that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little more filler where it goes to the hull and prime. And lastly, go start working on the conning tower or the fairwater. And right after that, I'll go ahead and work on the CSS Alabama. I should have a video of that probably by this Friday. I'll have another video of this Thursday. I'm on vacation right now, guys. I'm going to take 5 days off instead of a week. And I've been working a lot, and I'm getting tired, you know, so I'm gonna stay home with my wife and do things that she wants me to do for her, and work on these, enjoy my vacation, and go back to work next Monday and damn the torpedoes and full steam ahead. I'll be a fresh newborn babe. I'm gonna go back to work Monday. I just need a little time off, a little rest, guys. You know, working 4 years in this place straight with no days off, working 6-7 days a week. You know, I mean, man, my age shouldn't have to work like that, but I like to work and like to make the money. And so my wife likes it too, so I got to take care of my wife, and what's left, I buy these things. Enjoying life as it goes, because these are made for the living. I'm still alive. Okay, guys, that'll be it. And incidentally, folks, I'd like to thank everybody, you know, very much for your comments on my Arizona I just done. I'm sorry I have not replied back yet. I've been working on this and working and preparing for Christmas and everything else in general. And virtually just not the time. I don't have the time. I could make the time, but just don't have the time. So it's a lot better to publicly do this over the video showing my heart of graciousness and gratitude to you guys' wonderful comments. And I'll get back when this thing slows down a little bit, and I'll comment. So just let you guys know, give you a thumbs up and thinking about you. Hey, Freddie, happy birthday to you, buddy. Happy 50th birthday. Man, when I was 50 years old, I thought it was the end of the world for me. Man, that's only the beginning. You're going to have some fun. So, happy birthday to you, buddy. And keep out of that damn sick bay. We need you here in Model Land, not in sick bay. Happy birthday, buddy. Okay, guys, it's time for me to get out of here right now. I got to upload this, and I'm going to rest a little bit and watch a little stuff on YouTube here, a couple submarine movies or something that inspire me more to work on this. And that'll be that. This is Frankie Day signing off. Thank you very much for your comments, and please subscribe. Keep Mama happy. And Merry Christmas to you guys. And I hope you get a lot of styrene or balsam wood, whatever it is, for Christmas on the tree. And we all got to pull together, guys, as you know, together, because we are a community, and it's like a family. Okay, guys, I'm gone. So I'll catch you next, that'll be Thursday. There'll be an update video of this Friday. I have the CSS Alabama shaking up real good. And Raphael Sims on the bridge deck on the CSS Alabama is about ready to give me 25 lashes for not responding to ship's company and turning to when ship's work. So I'll take care of Raphael this probably tomorrow sometime. Okay, guys, I'm gone. I'll catch you guys Thursday. So stay tuned for update number 2 on my REVEL 1/72 scale USS DRUM GATO class submarine. And I'll see you then, boys. All take care, fellas. Bye, Ben.